Welcome. Today we're taking a different kind of road trip. Into the heart of America's cities, where change is reshaping the landscape. We'll explore the quiet corners and forgotten streets of once thriving urban centers, places marked by struggle and resilience. This journey isn't about judgment, but understanding the human cost of the homeless crisis that's transforming our cities. Let's begin. Our journey begins in Los Angeles, a sprawling metropolis that stretches from the Pacific coast to the vast San Fernando Valley. It's a city of sunshine and dreams, a place where people from all walks of life come seeking opportunity and a fresh start. But beyond the glitz and glamour, there's another side to Los Angeles, a reality that's often hidden from view. This is the City of Angels, a name that evokes images of movie stars and red carpets, but also a place grappling with profound social challenges. It's a city of contrasts where extreme wealth and heartbreaking poverty exist side by side, often separated by just a few blocks. Here, dreams and hardship exist side by side, a constant reminder of the inequalities that plague our society. The promise of California, once a beacon of hope, has faded for many, leaving them struggling to survive in the shadows of affluence. We'll explore these disparities, seeking to understand the root causes and the human cost of this crisis. Beneath the iconic palm trees swaying in the ocean breeze, and the breathtaking Pacific sunsets that paint the sky each evening, a different story unfolds. The beauty of the natural landscape provides a stark contrast to the struggles faced by so many. Entire communities now live in tents, makeshift shelters that have become a permanent fixture on the city's landscape. These encampments are a visible manifestation of the housing crisis and the growing number of people experiencing homelessness. From the bustling boardwalk of Venice Beach, once a symbol of carefree California living, to the sprawling suburbs of the San Fernando Valley, these tent cities have sprung up in every corner of the city, a testament to the widespread nature of the problem. The contrast is stark, a jarring juxtaposition of wealth and poverty that is impossible to ignore. Luxury cars drive past makeshift homes, and designer boutiques stand just steps away from people struggling to find their next meal. Vacationers snapping photos of Hollywood landmarks often find themselves face to face with the realities of homelessness, a stark reminder that the city's allure masks a deeper crisis. While others are enjoying the city's attractions, many are forced to pack their entire lives into shopping carts, pushing their meager belongings from place to place, searching for a safe place to rest. Yet, amid the hardship and despair, there are glimmers of hope. Stories of resilience and determination emerge from the shadows, reminding us of the human spirit's capacity to endure. Moments of humanity shine through, volunteers offering a helping hand, neighbors sharing kindness, and individuals finding strength in community. These acts of compassion offer a beacon of light in the darkness. Los Angeles is a city of broken dreams for some, a place where the promise of a better life has turned into a struggle for survival. The weight of homelessness and poverty bears down on individuals and communities alike, but it is also a place where hope and dignity are fiercely defended every day, where people are fighting for their right to exist, to be seen, and to be treated with respect. The fight for a more just and equitable Los Angeles continues, driven by the unwavering spirit of those who refuse to give up. In San Francisco, a city celebrated for its innovation, beauty, and vibrant culture, a stark contrast unfolds. The iconic Golden Gate Bridge, a symbol recognized around the world, often shrouded in mist, stands as a silent observer to the challenges faced within the city it represents. The Golden Gate Bridge stands as a symbol of hope, a testament to human ingenuity and the promise of a brighter future. It's an image synonymous with opportunity and the pursuit of dreams, a beacon for those seeking a better life on the West Coast. But for many, that hope feels distant, obscured by the harsh realities of urban decay and economic disparity. The promise of San Francisco seems to fade into the fog, leaving a sense of disillusionment in its wake. The dream feels unattainable, a mirage in the distance. Main streets like the Tenderloin, once bustling with activity and commerce, now tell a different story. The vibrant energy has been replaced by a palpable sense of struggle and neglect. And Soma are now lined with tents, makeshift homes that serve as a stark reminder of the city's growing homelessness crisis. These encampments have become an unavoidable part of the urban landscape, a visual representation of the challenges faced by the city's most vulnerable residents, the city's vibrancy replaced by corridors of despair. The streets, once filled with the sounds of laughter and commerce, are now often silent, save for the whispers of desperation and the rustling of tents. Locals and travelers alike feel the emotional toll. Witnessing the suffering and the visible signs of societal breakdown leaves a lasting impression. The weight of the situation is palpable, a heavy burden carried by all who pass through these streets. Compassion, a natural human response to seeing others in need, is often the first emotion that arises. Many residents and visitors alike are moved to offer assistance, whether through donations, volunteering, or simply offering a kind word. Frustration and helplessness all mingling in the air. The feeling that the problem is too big, too complex, and too deeply entrenched to solve easily. The weight of the crisis bears down on everyone, creating a sense of collective unease. San Francisco remains a hub of innovation and wealth, a global center for technology and finance, attracting some of the brightest minds and most ambitious entrepreneurs from around the world. The city's economic engine continues to drive progress and create opportunities, yet faces a humanitarian crisis, a stark contrast to the image of prosperity and progress. The juxtaposition of extreme wealth and abject poverty is a troubling reality that cannot be ignored. In the shadow of its iconic bridge, a symbol of hope and progress, lies a complex web of social and economic challenges. The Golden Gate stands tall, a reminder of what San Francisco can achieve, but also a silent witness to the struggles that persist within its borders. The golden dream that drew so many here, the promise of opportunity and a better life, continues to attract people from all walks of life. The allure of San Francisco remains strong, despite the challenges the city faces, has left many others behind, creating a divide between those who have thrived and those who have been left to struggle. The question remains, how can San Francisco ensure that the golden dream is accessible to all, and not just a select few? Seattle, the Emerald City, is a place of progress and innovation, but also deep divides. Downtown's prosperity casts a long shadow where thousands struggle for shelter beneath the city's futuristic skyline. Parks and public spaces now house sprawling encampments, challenging the city's values of compassion and community. The crisis is about more than housing. It's about mental health, addiction, and a fraying safety net. Seattle's spirit of resilience is being tested like never before. In Portland, Keep Portland Weird is more than a slogan, it's an identity. But the city's creative spirit now stands against a backdrop of visible homelessness. From waterfront parks to residential streets, tents and tarps are part of daily life, creating a sense of loss and anguish for locals. Yet, the city's compassion endures in outreach, tiny home villages, and acts of kindness. The challenge now, how to keep Portland compassionate and preserve the heart that made it a beacon. In New York, the city's bright lights cast long shadows, where ambition and struggle collide. The homeless crisis is less visible but ever present. Individuals seeking refuge in subways, doorways, and shelters. The contrast is dizzying. Wealth and poverty side by side, 1,000 times a day. New York's scale makes the problem immense, but its heart beats on in food pantry lines and late-night outreach. The city of extremes now faces a chasm wider than ever before. In Phoenix, rapid growth has brought prosperity and a humanitarian crisis. The Zone, a massive encampment near downtown, is a city within a city, where survival means battling relentless desert heat. Volunteers fight to prevent heat-related deaths, while the city grapples with the consequences of its own success. The spirit of the West is toughness, but also community, seen in cooling centers and neighbors helping neighbors. Phoenix is learning that true greatness means caring for its most vulnerable. Denver, the mile-high city, once a beacon of the American West, a magnet for adventure seekers and those chasing opportunity, stood as a testament to the promise of a fresh start. Its stunning vistas, framed by the majestic Rocky Mountains, painted a picture of prosperity and endless possibilities. The city's vibrant energy drew people from all walks of life, eager to build their dreams against the backdrop of its breathtaking beauty. But beneath the surface of this idyllic image, a stark reality has begun to take hold. Denver now faces a housing crisis of unprecedented proportions, a challenge that threatens to unravel the very fabric of its community. Skyrocketing rents and a severe shortage of affordable housing options have left many struggling to find a place to call home. This crisis has profoundly changed its landscape, leaving an indelible mark on the city's neighborhoods and its people. The once vibrant streets now bear witness to the struggles of those displaced by the rising cost of living, a stark reminder of the challenges that lie ahead. Parks and public spaces, once filled with the laughter of children, the rhythmic footsteps of joggers and the joyful gatherings of families enjoying a sunny day, are now also places of refuge, makeshift shelters for the unhoused, a visible manifestation of the city's growing crisis. The tents and makeshift dwellings serve as a poignant reminder of the human cost of the housing shortage. The city's easygoing vibe, once its defining characteristic, is now tempered by visible hardship, a stark contrast to the image of prosperity it once projected. The struggles of those living on the streets serve as a constant reminder of the challenges that Denver faces. This reality is ever present, stretching from the banks of the South Platte River, where tent encampments line the waterway, to the bustling 16th Street Mall, where individuals often find themselves asking for help, their stories etched in their faces. In response to this growing crisis, residents are actively engaged in debate, grappling with the complex question of how to help those in need, striving to find solutions that address the root causes of homelessness, without simply shifting the problem from one neighborhood to another. The discussions are often heated, reflecting the deep divisions within the community. As Denver stands at a crossroads, the choices it makes in the coming years will determine its future. The path forward is uncertain, but the need for action is undeniable. The mile-high city must reclaim its spirit of innovation and compassion, finding creative solutions to address the housing crisis and ensure that all residents have access to safe and affordable housing. It must confront a crisis that can no longer be ignored, working together to build a more equitable and sustainable future for all who call Denver home. The challenge is significant, but the potential rewards are even greater. Las Vegas dazzles with spectacle, but just beyond the Strip, a different reality emerges. Thousands live in storm tunnels beneath the city, hidden from the neon glow of the casinos. The city's economy, built on tourism and service jobs, leaves many vulnerable when luck runs out. For visitors, the contrast is jarring. A tale of two cities, one of fantasy, one of survival. Las Vegas sells a dream, but for many that dream is out of reach. San Diego, famed for its beaches and perfect weather, now faces a homeless crisis that touches its most iconic places. Encampments appear in Balboa Park and along the San Diego River, stories of veterans, families, and individuals struggling to survive. The city's beauty makes the tragedy more poignant, forcing visitors and locals to confront a difficult reality. San Diego is fighting to preserve its quality of life while addressing a humanitarian crisis with compassion. America's finest city now carries a heavy heart, searching for healing and humanity. Austin, Texas, once affordable and vibrant, now faces the consequences of explosive growth. The homeless crisis is visible in parks and underpasses, challenging the city's identity and values. Debates rage over how to balance empathy with public order, as the city's soul is tested. For visitors, the crisis is unavoidable, woven into the city's fabric and music. Austin must decide a playground for the affluent, or a community that cares for all. We've seen America's beauty and its shadows, stories not just of places, but of people. Awareness and empathy are the first steps toward real solutions. These cities aren't ghost towns, but they are wounded, calling for compassion and action. If these stories resonated, please subscribe and help us keep telling them. Thank you for watching.